there, and welcome to Night Rips and another 6-pack opening of 1992 Upper Deck Low Number Series, where we're going to try to find the Williams, which would be Mr. Ted Williams, perennial All-Star, Hall of Famer, and great Boston Red Sox. We just started this. This is the second video of this. If you missed the first one, I would suggest to jump back, look at it. We talk a lot more about it. I'm going to just go into the cards straight more than I do before. Usually my first video of a new product is a lot of talking about the product itself, but then we'll get right down into the cards. I do like the design of the cards. I love the logos. Oh, looky here. And we got another one of these diamond skills. This would be a power skill. It would be Cecil Fielder. It was a phenomenal bat back in the day. Definitely a power guy. And of course, they do talk about, about him with, his power there with the American League with the Tigers. Now we are going to be looking, interesting choke up of the bat. We are looking for, obviously, the Ted Williams auto. That would be the ultimate thing. There's definitely some holograms that you can find. There's some, there's a short print of Deion Sanders I'd love to get my hands on because it's cool. There's Lee Smith. High heat man right there. There's some heroes, so it's known as Baseball Heroes, the set that Ted Williams is in, that Nolan, Hank Aaron, and Reggie Jackson was in. But there's also Heroes of Baseball, which was a set of events that was held at stadiums across the United States. And we're looking for stuff about that, to include some cool looking stickers. Oh, it's Craig Biggio. He's he's an all-star, but they're a Hall of Famer right there. Of course, his son's doing well too. We got Francisco Olivares. Oh, here we go. With the Dodgers, a very young, a very, very young, because here's a star rookie, Pedro Martinez. That's cool. Man, look how small Pedro was. Pedro is definitely not that size today. But that is really, really cool. So, yep, there's a star rookie, Pedro Martinez. Very neat. Definitely a good rookie to get. Of course, another great player in the day was Brett Butler. 5 packs to go. If you can't tell, I don't actually look at the detailed checklist on these because I honestly want to be like I used to be whenever back in the 80s, before we had the internet. You could go and do research of who would be in, could potentially be in there. There's some stuff about the set that I'll look for, but I would rather just flip cards and enjoy the surprise. There's Dave Parker. After his time with the Pirates, after he got in trouble, he ended up bouncing all over the place, which is unfortunate because he was actually one of those that I loved watching. Actually, when I was growing up, I used to have a Pirates, one of those hard hat type things that I would wear because he was definitely one that I enjoyed watching. And we got some collation problems because we got 2 John Smileys in a row. Paul Ferries. Todd Stottlemyre. Got a very interesting Chuck Finley. Guess that's after he's been had been slugging there for a bit. Come on. Well, that's right. Tom Finley was a pitcher, wasn't he? I'm thinking Steve Finley. My bad. Chuck Finley was a good one too. Very young, slimmer Dave Wells, very early in his career. It's funny because he got huge when he went to the Well, he was huge before he got to the Yankees, but yeah, he ended up pretty big. That looks like the big hurt right there, especially a white sock there at Kaminsky Park. And this is one of the Vernon Wells. Should be a team checklist card. I think it is. Let's double check that. And it is. And I was correct. It is the big hurt, Frank Thomas. So, very cool card. And the first one we've pulled. Okay, this is cool. So this is one of those sub-insert sets called Bloodlines. And this one should be, was it Gary and Dwight Smith? Or Gooden. Gary Sheffield, Dwight Gooden. So they're uncle and nephew. So Doc Gooden and Gary Sheffield, uncle and nephew. And there's a whole set here. You know, obviously the Griffies are in here, but definitely a cool set there. And a nice action shot of Mookie sliding in head first. Not even wearing the little oven mitts that they wear today when they slide. All right, got Roberto Kelly. Let's see what we got. Any interesting ones here? Rob Murphy, Geraldo Pena. There's Leferts, Bruner, Chuck Krim, Ruskin, Milt Thompson. That's a interesting shot there. Just holding it to see if he takes his hand off the bag and gets him out. I got Charlie Lambert, Brent. There's Van Slyke. Longtime Pirate. There's Nielsen. We got Rob Mayer, star rookie for the Rangers. First baseman. And we got another Ted Williams card. In 1941, it looks like he hit a 406. Sorry, I about sneezed and did not want to sneeze on camera. So 406, the best, is the first player in baseball to hit better than 400 since 1930, and it's not been touched since. I don't know if that's, I think that's probably still the case. Wow. So that's the second one of the Ted Williams that we've gotten. So we're doing good. There is only 9. Of course, I have yet to pull an entire set of baseball heroes. I think I'm going to have to resort to going to eBay and purchasing, one or two just to fill the gap. Oh, sorry about that. Let Luis Salazar fall down. So Mike Jeffcoat. Now this is an interesting image here because one of the things, if you notice, is if you look at whenever Nolan Ryan was also with the Rangers, he actually would throw football too. And part of the reason why was throwing a football was less stressful. It still would warm up your arm, but was less stressful than throwing a baseball. So the pitching coach would actually have him warm up throwing a football. So very interesting. The fact that we see, him doing it and Nolan Ryan doing it, which is that famous Nolan Ryan card, that is pretty cool. And of course, I think it's only the Rangers has ever done that. At least that's on the cards you'd ever see. Sid Bream with the Braves. Gary Varsho, Aguilar Cedeno, Dave Righetti, Vince Coleman, top prospect 92, Dimitri Young for the Cardinals. Do I have any top prospects? No, I don't have any top prospects right now. And we got Chris George with the Brewers, star rookie. And then end it with Jack Morris. All right, 2 packs to go. Hopefully I can get through these 2 packs without sneezing. Roscoe, Rich Lucia. Got a surprised look on his face. I am having all kinds of card handling issues today, so you have to apologize. I do apologize. There's Wade Boggs. They're with the Red Sox. I think the team most people recognize him. Even though he was a Yankee for a while, he did retire with the Devil Rays. I think last I knew, he still was in the back office with the Devil Rays, but don't quote me on that. There's Tom Henke. A good pitcher there. Howard Johnson and Baby Johnson, Little Johnson. Interesting shot there. Nice family photo there. Dave Henderson, Rick Aguilera. We have top prospect Ryan Hall Blitzel. Blitzel, yeah, that's how you say it, I guess. Don't remember seeing him, so obviously he probably didn't pan out. We have Kyle Abbott, star rookie with the Angels. And we found another Ted Williams card in 1942, Triple Crown year. So that's not too shabby. We have found in 2 rips, we have found 3 of the 9 Ted Williams cards. Let's see if we get lucky to pull the one we're really looking for. Bill Landrum. Gino Petrali. Larry Anderson. Oh, that's a nice George Brett. Boy, it looks like he's breaking his bat, though. That's an interesting shot. It could be an optical illusion, but that looks like a broken bat. And of course, Mr. Royal here he played for so many years. He started, I think 77 was his first year. And so he was with them forever. That's Candelaria. Eric Yelding, Luis Aquino. We got another Cecil Fielder. And that's an interesting shot. Because that's not the Tigers. Oh, that's the the California Angels mascot back in the 90s. I had to remember that one. Just an interesting, it's got his beach chair and a drink, and I don't know. That's an interesting shot. But, definitely Cecil Fielder was a major star at the time. Terry Mulholland. Oh, we got Raul Mondesi, prospect for the Dodgers, who did end up coming up to the bigs. That's cool. Put my prospects. We have Roberto Hernandez, rookie for the White Sox. And David Segai for the Orioles. So let's do a recap, because we got a lot of little inserts in this one. You know, that's, you know, if you followed along from 1990s Upper Deck, 91 Upper Deck, you know, you'll see there's not that many inserts. You know, the main one being, you know, the baseball heroes. Everything else is just base cards. Now, there are inserts in this one. You know, you always had your star rookies and your top prospects, and that still holds true. But the thing that this one had is these other little subsets. So, you know, for example, we have, you know, Gary Sheffield, Dwight Gooden in this Bloodlines. Now, it is still a numbered card, but you know, they started experimenting with these little insert subsets, we'll call them. At least that's what, you know, some of the other sets now do, these subsets. So Bloodlines was one. That was pretty cool. The other one, and even though I forgot to pull it out on the first rip, but there was also these Diamond Skill cards. We pulled in the first one, we pulled Ricky Henderson in his base running or base stealing or something like that. Great card. This time we got the power hitter with Cecil Fielder. So another little subset. We have always pulled, and this is the first one we pulled of this one, the Vernon Wells art, and you can still see the V Wells here. This time we got one of Frank Thomas, you know, and obviously this is the team card for the Chicago White Sox. We did pull quite a few star rookies, and that's the thing I noticed about this one, is that this one has a lot more rookies than I think I've seen in the other sets. I'm not going to read their names, I'm just going through, but obviously the big rookie we have here that stands way out is Pedro Martinez. You know, we know what he did, especially when he went to Boston, because, you know, part of the reason they finally won the World Series once they broke the curse of the Big Bambino. Pedro was one of the pitchers. So great card there. We also pulled some pretty cool top prospects. You know, Raul Mondesi, he ended up playing in the Pigs. Blitzel, I don't remember him too much, or Dimitri Young, but at least we do know that Raul Mondesi, he did end up playing. Cool. And then this is pretty cool, that in 6 packs we ended up pulling 2 of the baseball heroes for Ted Williams. You know, his 1941 and his 1942 card. 41 being when he hit the 406 batting average, and 42 when he got his Triple Crown. So that's it for this rip. This was a fun one, and so much variation, so different than what we pulled with any other Upper Deck, and I hope you enjoyed it, because I really, this is pretty cool. If you do like this stuff, or you just like watching people open up baseball in general, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and you'll get notified whenever I put new videos up. It is daily, but, you know, if you click the bell to notify, you know, you'll get the notification up in the top right corner, and you can actually see what I open before you have to come to my page. You know, it might not be something you're interested in, but even if it's not, you know, jump over here and take a look, because there's sometimes some really, really cool stuff that we find. I do appreciate the time taking on the channel. There's a ton of videos out there, and, you know, spending time with me, you know, I truly do appreciate it. And until I see you next time, bye now.